what does equitable distribution mean for purposes of a divorce? Equitable distribution is basically the division of the assets and liabilities of the marriage. So you have to look to see what the two parties had, the two persons that are divorcing, as far as their assets. Assets can be any real estate that the couple owned, 401ks, pension plans, stocks, bonds, cars that the parties have, or any kind of vehicles, jewelry, bank accounts. These are all assets of the marriage, and they have to be calculated as to what they're worth, and then divide them. Either the parties keep certain parts of those assets, or they sell those assets and divide the proceeds. Liabilities. Liabilities are any expenses or debts of the marriage. So credit card debt, and regardless of whether the husband or the wife or the spouse, whichever, used the credit card, that does not matter. It's subject to equitable distribution. So if the credit card, there's $10,000 that are owed on the wife's credit card, that's divided in half. Loans and student loans, those are also can be divisible as far as equitable distribution. Another thing is some things are not included in equitable distribution. So if you have an inheritance, or you have or anything you had before the marriage. So if you came into the marriage and you owned property, or you owned or you had a certain amount of money in your own bank account, that's premarital, and it's not part of equitable distribution. In an inheritance, you have to also make sure that there wasn't any kind of commingling. So if you received some monies in an inheritance, and you took those monies and you put them in the family account and you commingled them, then they can be subject to equitable distribution.